And that is a great old school roller coaster. That is surprisingly smooth. Oh, look at that. Look at the engine. He's really cooking with gas. Or I guess he's moving with steam. And you go right into this drop. Oh my gosh. This is a little scary. Bye. Well, hello and welcome to Hello, I Am Clutch, where I am here today in Huntington, West Virginia to take you to Camden Park. Now, I am super excited because I've never been here before, and so in this video, I'm going to take you all throughout this really classic trolley park. Now, if you don't know what a trolley park is, a trolley park basically is an old-style amusement park that was on or at the end of trolley lines to kind of entertain people in the heyday of those parks, and this is one of the most classic there is. Look at this amazing sign behind me. It is absolutely gorgeous. From my understanding, this is a very cute small park with only a couple roller coasters, but they have a very classic Bill Tracy dark ride that I'm excited to go on, and hopefully I'll be able to take you on with me today with all these fun adventures. So please, follow me as we explore Camden Park. Just need to take an extra second to appreciate this wonderful, huge clown sign. It's kind of like going into the circus, but it's an amusement park, so it's much more fun. They got rides, picnics, fun for all. That includes me. So parking was just $9, and then you just walk right into the front here, and it says Camden Park, first in fun since 1903 on that sign. So as of recording, this is 123 years old. Not the oldest in America. The oldest is actually, I have the video of that one. I'll link that one below. But this one is still pretty old. And we have made it inside, and immediately, I just have to say, this place feels super chill. I'll go around and definitely show you like every little thing that I can see. Because again, not the biggest park in the country, but definitely I think cute, adorable, and classic. So I just want to show off everything we have here. Again, I haven't even seen like a map or like a paper map or even a map. Oh, I think there's one over there. So maybe we'll start by looking at the map over there. But as we walk toward the map, this is basically the Clutch corner because we got the Big Dipper right here. That's the main roller coaster they have. They have a carousel over there in the distance, and then this, the whole reason I'm here, the haunted house. Look at this beauty. Look at this wonderful thing. This is the dark ride here. Such a classic Bill Tracy type of thing. That facade is just phenomenal. So we're gonna go on that in just a second. I'm probably gonna go on that like 5-6 times today. But I want to take a look at the map here. Oh, it's a little faded on that side. Let's see if it's any less faded on this side. Not so much, not so much. So just to kind of give us a little lay of the land, we parked down here, we walked in right there, and so you got the Big Dipper here, we got the dark ride, the haunted house right there. Little Dipper is right up there. That's the more family-friendly roller coaster. There's even a Skyliner type of ride here. I don't know, yeah, they do call it actually Skyliner. I wasn't sure if they called it Sky Ride or Skyliner. There you are. Point to the correct thing, Clutch. And they also have a train. They have like a good selection of stuff here. So anyway, I'm really excited. I think, again, even though it is quite a quiet day here because it is a Sunday and it was just raining a whole bunch right before they opened, I don't think it'll be too hard to get on this stuff. So I think we got to start with this haunted house. Literally no line, which was the best. Look at these cute little old school cars here. Hands and feet in the car at all times. Into the soup they go. So they start by actually pushing you, which is amazing because it's so old school. And here we go. Oh my gosh, this is great. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, this is an old Pretzel dark ride, I forgot to say, which is like one of the, I think, 3 remaining in the entire country. There's going to be a fun drop right there, which is going to be just wonderful. I will also say I think this goes fast and it's dark, so I don't think it'll show up the best on camera. Oh my gooseness. But we're going to have a good time. I can't believe this. They just, no line, get to go this. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. And you go right up that hill and you go right into this drop. Oh my gosh, this is a little scary. Bye! Woohoo! There we go. Wow! Oh, it's like a wild mouse. Look at that guy up there. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. This is Fast and Furious. Yeah, you're not seeing anything right now. I'm also not seeing anything. Yeah, there's nothing much. Oh, there's stuff quick. It's very fast. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that scariness. It flashes. There's a guy in a jail cell there. Yeah, it's like a wild mouse. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a guy's head. Oh, there's a monster poking through. Yeah, this is fast, but this is a devil up there. What the devil is the devil doing here? Scary ghost there. More of a skeleton. Looks like there's a devil there. Beelzebub, if you will. Oh gosh. And then, oh gosh. Can't see where we're next. And then you get stopped. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. That went so fast. There's really like not much that you can see in there. Like, it's so quick, it's so furious, and like there are some like lights going on. Like, it feels very old school, but I love just the feel of it. That first drop is super cool. Just the facade is almost, honestly, it just beckons you in. It feels kind of like old sideshows where they had like such a crazy good facade that brought you in, and then the inside didn't necessarily give the same feelings. But for me personally, that was still fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad I got to go on that. It is so interesting. So you might have saw, I kind of mentioned at the beginning, they have to push you on the track, and at the end, you saw at the last second there, they have to catch you. Is this because it's such an old ride mechanism? But that, I'm so glad I got on that. I'm so glad I got to take you with me. That was a truly special thing. I think I might give it another go.
All right, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
All right, here you go.
Oh, wow. Totally got into character there. That was great. Oh, gosh. I'm going to show it again in its entirety because I want to, hopefully maybe we'll catch some more on the second go around, but back into the soup we go. That's what the witch said. We're going back into the soup here. This is something special. The operator there was talking quickly to me about how like they're hopefully, if everything works out, they're gonna like do some more paint jobs here. They're gonna add some maybe some more props into the inside. So when you come, it might be a little different than when I'm here. Oh, that wild mouseness! It's a lot of that on the inside. Yes, and here we go. Oh my gosh! Yes. Oh, whoa! That first turn is a doozy. There's the witch. Okay. Yeah, oh, keep arms inside. Yeah, there's like some backlight forest stuff. Again, I know the camera, it is so dark in here. It's even dark for me. Yeah, there's the scene there. Yep, there you go. There you go. Oh, yeah, that guy there. Oh, wow. Oh, he was calling at me. There you are. And the face, and the monster googly eyes, and the gap fall over there, and then, what the devil is he doing? I made the joke last time, I made it again. I love it. It's fantastic. Look at this schmiggy. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, scary stuff. Oh. Werewolf! Alright, and then jump scare. From non-stop thrills to maybe the biggest thrills, I think it's time to go on our biggest roller coaster of the day, the Big Dipper. Something amazing about this roller coaster is the fact that they actually have an old school handbrake that he has to use, I believe, to stop them. So I'll try to capture that as it comes in here. So he's moving these levers over here as the train car comes in here. It's hard to show both at the same time. There we go. Yeah, he was moving it and doing some stuff with that. That was fantastic. So we had to move the levers just a second ago to get the train to go from the unloading station over to the loading station. But you can see him kind of back there. He's doing it. He's moving them just to get it to stop properly. I've never seen that in person before. This is super special. I just had two rides on the Big Dipper there, one in the front, one in the back, and that is a great old school roller coaster. That is fun. That was surprisingly smooth. I would say in the back you definitely felt more force than in the front, but it was like in the front it was a calm ride. In the back it had a bit of a whippiness, but it was still great. I love that tunnel when you go in the tunnel there, and I think one of my favorite things about it is that when you sit in the car at the front for your knees, it's padded at the way front, so like you can put your knees against the front and like it's very soft, very good, so that you're not banging them the whole time, and that is just wonderful. So like I can't believe how good that Big Dipper was, because it is definitely very old looking and definitely very classic, and I expect it to be a much rougher ride considering also there's no seatbelts, it's just a buzz bar, but it was, oh my gosh, I could go on that all day. And to show you just how classic of a roller coaster this is, this has ACE roller coaster landmark status, which, long story short, if you don't know, means that it's kind of, it's a protected kind of, it's almost like a historic landmark to make sure like this understands the history of it, how appreciated it is, to understand how old it is. It looks like it says this was made in 1958. So that's how old this roller coaster is. Been an older, but this one still has that awesome, awesome classic vibe. Now from the Big Dipper across the way, we do have a carousel, and I will 100% go on that in just a few moments, but first I want to go down this way just to show you what they have. First of all, they have this whole helicopter ride. This looks like it is not operational. It looks like it hasn't really been operational for quite some time, but that's okay. As you can see over here, this is where you can get a pretty good view of the side of the Big Dipper over here. And then to the left, you have another coaster credit if you're into that kind of thing. You have the Slingshot. I feel like these guys are popping up everywhere because technically a little roller coaster doesn't take up a wide footprint, so that's pretty good over there. And then we have one more ride in the back over here where I'm not sure the name of it because there was a map at the front that did say what the names of some of these things are, but this one, it says it's the Rattler. Okay, so it looks like it's your big swinging disc ride, which for Clutch, even on the smaller scale, is a nope. Next to the haunted house ride, I did want to point out the Happy Clown Toy Store because I think it's a cute little sign up there, but also I think it's fun that they have Jelly Bellies, they have suckers, they have cotton candy, but also no food or drinks. All right, after that brief walk down to the end to see those other rides, of course, it's time for the Carousel. All right, looks like we have a very classic carousel, not a menagerie today. I'm seeing all horses. So who's going to be our noble steed today? We got a couple nice chariots. I do like the way it looks. Again, very classic in here. The building definitely, I think it's seen better days, but I like how it looks here. I think we'll just go with this noble white steed right here. This is an interesting one for me, though, because if you look closely, they only have a pedal for your foot on the one side. So like the left foot right here, let me zoom out so you can see my foot, just has to hang. I don't think it goes that fast to like need it that way. But yeah, just the one pedal, which again, when you have just like one foothold, it makes it a little awkward sitting on the horsey. And away we go. There was a big bell at the start to get you going. There are seatbelts on here, but they didn't make us put them on. I've been on some carousels, no matter how old you are, they've made me put on the seatbelt. But here we go. Ooh, this is actually a little bit fast. I like this. Again, not a huge carousel, but it's got a cool wooden nature to it here, which I like. Like, it does feel like it could use a bit of a paint job, but at the same time, it gives it kind of just that good retro vibe. No music, as you can hear. There is like a, what do you want to call it? An organ facade kind of right there, which is, I mean, a little bit of vibes. Again, this is a 123-year-old park. I'm not going to hold too much against it. But this is nice. It's actually, you're getting quite a good breeze as they're going around this. So I will say, not a bad carousel. For the record, I don't think I've ever been on anything I would consider a bad carousel, so I am heavily biased. And just want to point out that behind the carousel, they do have a couple of kids' rides over here. They have like 2 spinning rides, one with like planes over there, and trucks and motorcycles and other cars over here. There are also a few kiddie rides over there. I'll get back over there in just a little bit. Okay, back at the front of the park, just to show you the rides that they have here. They have these cute, again, it's mostly kid rides, these like pedal power things. I love these things. I think as an adult, probably too big to ride them, but they are adorable. I love it. It actually goes pretty far around over here. But then there's actually a few other things that we weren't able to see before. Like we have the kid boat ride, which is pretty cute. 4 kids can fit in there, so if you got a big family, you're good to go. And then last, you have the kiddie whip over here. I love this. I love a kiddie whip. So you can work them up to the biggest whip. But walking back into the other side of the park, it looks like we have a few midway games over here. And over there, we got funnel cakes, churros, pretzels, popcorns over there. And then over here, we have CP Outfitters. I'm assuming this is Camden Park Outfitters. I'll probably save that to the end to check out that. That looks like it's kind of your main gift shop area over there. But I did want to show you a couple things back over this way. Let's check out what we got over here. So I got this flyer guy over here. I know these have names. Pardon me that I don't remember exactly what the names are when we're looking over here. But I know it's a flyer one where you can kind of control how it goes. Again, very quiet day here for me. And then in the back, they do have a Scrambler. I'm not going to necessarily walk all the way over there. It's a classic Scrambler. It says Scrambler over there. And I think that's the only thing we got over here, but we do got the West Virginia Grill. It's hard to tell if that's open right now because I'm all the way over here. And for the record, the West Virginia Grill was open. It just the reflection made it look like it wasn't open, but like there's pizza and some other snacks in here, like ices, bottles of water. So, also great air conditioning. Randomly, they have what looks like the Camden Memorial here, which I think must be their haunted thing because first of all, you got kind of a spooky little clown there, and then you have that, which scared the bejeebers out of me as I walked past. Then across this way, we have a whip. Oh my gosh, well, maybe, is it a whip? It looks kind of turtle-ish, but I think it's also a whip. I haven't been on a whip in quite some time. I think it's time for me to go on a whip. Yep, that's the whip. Oh my gosh, I forgot just how much the whip whips you. I haven't been on one of these, I think, in about 5 years, and I love it. I love the way you just get swung on there. It did last like 2 to 3 minutes, so I will say, be prepared for a whipping good time. One other thing that's pretty cool is on the side of these old whip cars, it does say the whip trademark made by W.F. Mansell's company in Coney Island, New York. I wish there was a date for that bronze plaque there. It's really cool. And again, for being a small park, it's kind of great what they have here because there is also a sky ride that you can go. I think it might just be an out and back, just kind of a scenic sky ride. I don't think it takes it from A to B. But also, they have a train over here. They have a train going on. Look at this classic engine with these little things. I don't know exactly where this goes, and it looks like people are about to get on it, so I think I'm going to get on it here. Hey.
You are putting that on YouTube, ain't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Had someone just get excited that I had a camera and wanted to shake my hand. Look at this cute train. Look at this, oh my gosh. I love these little seats here. Let's see where other people are going. I want to try not to get too close so I'm not bothering. Some people look like they're going way towards the back, some towards the middle-ish. I think we're just trying to figure out what some people are going to do here, and then I shall make my decision. Okay, I think I want to go to the back of this guy so I can try to get... Ooh, I banged my head there. Watch your head, everybody. You watch where I'm walking. I'll watch my head. Anyway, look at this. That was cute. That was funny. The guy... Yeah. I think it was that gentleman over there wanted to just, he's like, "You're going to put this on YouTube?" And then he shook my hand and gave me a fist bump, and I can't deny someone a handshake and a fist bump for being excited about possibly being on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to go on this train ride. Here we go. All right, let's see if we get... Oh, we need a woo-woo.
She's up there.
Got the bell going.
All right, y'all
but no
ready?
woo-woo. Interesting. Woo-woo is when you hear 2 quick whistles, that lets you know it's time to go. But here we go. Let's go on a fun little train ride with some definite color commentary from Clutch as we go along. Because I don't know exactly where this goes. I can see it kind of goes, I think, in the woods area over there. So I think we'll enjoy that. Oh my gosh, it's going downhill right away. Look at that. That's crazy how it goes downhill right away. So let's see. Oh yeah, we'll come back over here. Oh, there's mini golf as well. This park is small but mighty. Oh my gosh, I'm having such a good time. And I feel like I've seen most of it already, as crazy as that is. But here we go, into the woods. I don't know if there's gonna be like a whole lot here other than kind of cute ride through the woods, but we're still gonna enjoy it nonetheless. Like, look at this. They even see keep your hands and arms inside at all times, because lots of people are not keeping their hands and arms inside at all time. Over there we have the Little Dipper. Little Dipper is the other roller coaster. It's like it's like a kiddie roller coaster, but I would say more of a family roller coaster because it does have some. Oh, let me get a little higher for you. It has some thrills. This is going a little slower than I thought, so
Do what?
I think we're gonna have to just show you the highlights. And here's a cute little highlight over here. They got a little log flume, just kind of out in the open, very simple, but it doesn't look like it's unfortunately going today, which would be nice because it is hot and humid, but it's not the end of the world. I can't even take the camera on because I'd be very scared about it getting wet. So, but just so you know, they do have a log flume here. A little hard to see on the camera here, but let me try my best as it curves. There is steam coming out of that engine there, and this is a leisurely, slow ride around this edge of the park here. I mean, I wasn't expecting a crazy, rambunctious, wild ride through the wilderness or anything, but it is. You could walk faster than this. The back side of the log flume. Just because it's going to save me some walking, I'm going to let you know what we got over here. We got a rock and tug over there. As you can see, that boat that spins and rocks over there. And then it looks like we have a tilt-a-whirl. It does look defunct. I'm not seeing anyone operating it, and it looks like it hasn't moved in a minute. But then we have another kind of swinging ride. It looks like you get on your stomach here, and it whips you around there. But to get to these rides, you have to walk all the way down here. So thanks, train. You saved me from a little bit of walking. But also one other thing behind there you can see is swan boats. They do have swan boats here. I do think that is a small upcharge to go on the swan boats. But I think it's cute that they have them. Oh, guys, look at this. We got a tunnel. We're going into a tunnel. Oh, everyone has so much fun in the tunnel. Woo, woo, yeehaw. Oh, and we're also on a bridge. We're on a covered bridge in a tunnel. Well, that's scary. That's awesome and scary. Oh my gosh, look at that. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've never seen both a bridge and a tunnel at the same time. I've seen a bridge, I've seen a tunnel, I mean, I feel like I've seen that at the same time. I don't know if I've ever been on that at the same time. That was awesome. That was so simple and yet so awesome. Oh, look at that. Look at the engine. He's really cooking with gas. Or I guess he's moving with steam. You can see the Skyride in the distance there, the Skyliner. We're definitely going to go on that in just a few moments. But you also see here we got some mini golf. I do believe this is also in upcharge as well. So you can come here and to do this. There is some fun kind of like theming. I saw I think a church and like a covered bridge and a few other things as well. It's clearly not super popular because if you look over here, there's 1,000,001 pedals on the golf course. And there you have it. Those are some highlights from the train ride there. This was this one around the kind of the outside of the park there, just went like near the woods and got on the other side of that little lake they have of the swans. That was adorable. I really enjoyed that, and honestly, it was simple, but it was serene, and you got a good cross breeze going when you're in here. But since we are coming back to the station here, I have to do what I do every time we arrive back at the station on a train. Welcome home, you've arrived. But right across from the train, look at this cute little ride here. Look at, they got the horse and the buggies. Oh my gosh, it's just a kiddie ride that goes in a circle, but this is the way they should all be. I think it's time for us to line the sky. All right, here comes our chariot. Oh, this is gonna hit me in the caboose. Okay. All right, let's get ready for this. All right, here we go. Okay, thank you. Oh, yep, got those 2 safety bars there that came down there for you. I'm gonna hold onto my camera real tight. I do. Oh, look at all the hairpins on here. Look at this. There's like a million hairpins on that roof. That's hilarious. It's kind of funny to me. I was looking at like these seats as we're coming up into the sky here. They kind of look like Mickey Mouse's pants. Look at see. You'll see it much more clear in a second. But like, it's the pants of Mickey Mouse anyway. So what I think I'm gonna do on the Skyride, first of all, is show you the beautiful views. Look at that wonderful West Virginia countryside over there. There's my car, I can see it. It's over right there. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna show you this whole ride, top to bottom. Because I know it won't be the most thrilling at every single moment. So there might be some quiet moments. I might give it a little bit of a speed boost in the post-editing process. But just so you can see fully what this ride is like, here you go, the Skyliner. Definitely get a much better view of the entire golf course up here. So if you want to check that out to see what you might be doing before you're actually doing it, this gives you a good bird's eye view. Oh, we stopped. Oh, gooseness. I'm assuming, I mean, it's basically an Omnimover system, and well, there we go again. Okay, when it's an Omnimover style system, I know it's not literally an Omnimover, but when it's like a continuously moving circuit, if someone needs an extra moment, they gotta pause, they gotta stomp on those brakes. Anyway, back to the serenity. Oof. Okay, so every time we go over these stanchions here, it gets a little shaky, and it is not the most comfortable. You can see down there where the train was. That's the lake we went around, so you can kind of see it from this view, where you go on the train there. We saw it from the ground view, but now we got the air view. But just to show you how the shakiness is here, let me try to like show you as we go over it what this looks like. Let's see how well you can kind of hear the clacketiness of it. Like, let's see here. Okay, ready? Click. Oh. Okay, that didn't look nearly as bad as it felt. I will say, while you are up here, and it is quite like you get a nice breeze up here, it's very like scenic up here, you definitely get some views that are not as gorgeous, let's say, as you might expect with other Skyliner type attractions. Again, 123-year-old park. I'm not holding it against it. I want you to see so you understand what you're getting yourself into. But as you can see here, this is not, again, like I said, it's not a to B type of place. It is an out and back. So here we go for the big turn. Well, first the bouncy. Okay, that one was a little rougher. Okay, here we go. The big turn. You ready? In 3, 2, and 1. It's the slowest whip in history! And done. Thank you for still being here. I know this can be obnoxious at times, but that's the fun of Hello, I Am Clutch. Or the annoyance of Hello, I Am Clutch, depending who you are. For me, it's both. Oh, this might be pretty cool over here. If we get this time right, we might get to see the train come around the bend here in just a second. I think we are going just slightly slower than it. Come on, train, get out there. Get in the shot. There you are. You're just barely making it along the trees. Wow, why is it slowing down so much? Oh, you were going at a better pace a second ago. Okay, we're coming to a big open section. I think we'll be able to see it much better in a second here. Oh, this is kind of neat. I kind of like being able to see it from up here. You can see the swan boats in the back, other fun rides. And make yourself known. There you go. Yes. Oh, that's a cool shot. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have timed that if I tried. Oh, I'm staying on. I mean, it's just we see everything that's here. We've seen it all. We know what's going on this way. But like that train, look at that. That is so very cool. Oh my gosh, I love that. Although I probably should actually show you what it looks like as you come back into the park. So now you can see all that proper. You can see the Big Dipper over there, the backside of the haunted house over there. A lot of fun stuff. There is still, like, for being a small park, a lot of kinetic energy going on here with like rides moving, with this Skyliner going. This park fulfills something small for me that I really think every single park should have. I feel like every park should have a train. Every park should have an observation type ride, whether it's a observation tower or a Skyliner like this. And I feel like, obviously, in my personal heart, every park deserves at least one dark ride. And I feel like it goes without saying, but most parks will have roller coasters, so I just expect that. So like those are, like, to me, kind of the staples of what every single park should have. I'm going to throw in a log flume for good measure. Every park should have a log flume too. I understand that's not always feasible depending where you are in the country, but I feel like, or at least a good water ride of sorts. I feel like all those things combined make for a good park, and this park has all those things, hence Camden Park. Small, but mighty. But anyway, I'll see ya once we're back on the ground. All right, and that was the Skyliner. They had to lift up your own bars there at the end, which I wasn't paying good attention at first. Sorry about that. But I just want to say, like, that was a good 10-minute long ride without the edits. So, like, just know that if you are up there, you're going to be up there for quite some time. Better look at the engine of that train as we're walking past here, because we're going now to this part of the park so we can get on the Little Dipper roller coaster here, which I feel like is going to be just as fun for a completely different set of reasons than the Big Dipper. Look at these Little Dipper cars here. This is adorable. It is basically like the Big Dipper, but tinier. I mean, what can I say about the Little Dipper? It was little, it dipped, it was fun, it was adorable. You had to sit in a way where your legs were kind of like, if you're tall, I'm not tall, I'm like medium, and like you kind of had to sit with your legs kind of bow-legged in there. So it felt like it was gonna be rough, but it was not. It was fun, but there was more dips on that than I thought there was gonna be. There was like, I feel like 7 or so dips. More than 3. It's hard to count on the fly. Anyway, that was fun. I think that's a really good kind of like starter coaster for like a young kid who hasn't really done bigger roller coasters yet. Because like I feel like again it's a little bit above kiddie, definitely not quite thrill coaster. So I feel like that's a good it's a good middle ground. It's like it's got thrills, but it's safe. It's not intense. And so I think that was a great Little Dipper. I think it's time to see if I'm going home with any gifts. A few branded merch items here where we got a nice, like, refillable mug, it looks like, for $8 there. I do like, of course, that it has, like, all their famous things. I got the haunted house. I got the big sign out front, the carousel. I also got the shirts here. These are, I think, $30 for adults, and I think I thought it was $25 for kids. But classic Camden Park sign. They got some pretty cool things here. A 50th anniversary Big Dipper mug. Look at this mug. This is cool. Look at the way it like goes in. It like, there you go. That's better if I put it in the shot. It goes in like that with the track. That's kind of neat for the mug. That's pretty cool. That's $11 there. But then look at this. They got a little haunted house, little diorama thingy. Oh my gosh, that is like almost guaranteed to come home with me. That is amazing there. How much is that? That's only $7.99 apparently for that. Oh my gosh, that is too good of a deal. We also got some big mugs here. And then also in the back, over here, they got a lot of different shirts. Oh my gosh, you can get like some basic Camden 1903, which is, again, this is when it opened. And then some that have like the big old clown on the front. This pretty good shop for the size of this park. What an amazing special little park Camden Park is. This place is adorable. I loved every second of being here. Everyone was so friendly. I had such a good time. That dark ride, for what it was, for the history of it, is fantastic. It definitely doesn't have like any like the frills of like modern dark rides, but that's exactly why I love it. I love it for its classic nature and what it represents. It is fantastic. And this is a great little place. I was here for, honestly, there was like not too many lines, and I did everything I wanted to do, and I was able to do it in about 2.5 hours. So like, you don't need a humongous time commitment to come here. And I love that with certain parks, is when you can go to them and not have to like take an entire day to do everything. So I really appreciate that. I had such a good time here. If you had a good time here, hitting like on the video really helps me out. And if you want to consider subscribing to the channel, that's the easiest way to be notified when I have new fun videos like this, different amusement parks, different fun quirky adventures, and such like that. But if you did want to go on a new adventure with me right now, I do have a whole bunch of fun amusement parks on the channel where you can see them all in this list right here. A lot of fun stuff in there, as well as like, again, some kind of unique and small ones. But if you did want to go on a different adventure with me right now, we could go on this one as well. That's a good time as well. But until I see you in one of those videos, just for now, I will say goodbye. I'm still Clutch.